Well, Jose Youngster, the MMA fighting, speaking with former Bellator and current heavyweight champion Ryan Bader. I can't
people forget about that.
People forget about that one. I asked you. We spoke before your last heavyweight fight, I believe, or it was still. I think you were about to fight Shet Congo.
Yeah.
And I had asked you at that time, did you feel like a heavyweight or just a light heavyweight that was not cutting weight? And you said, I finally feel like a heavyweight for this fight. Now, after dropping back down to light heavyweight, do you finally feel like a light heavyweight?
I finally do feel like a light heavyweight because my weight's on point. When that first cut down was not good. Just short notice, really, 4 weeks to think I was a heavyweight to coming down to light heavyweight. So now my weight's been the best it's been in a long time. 10 years ago, and so seeing that on the scale, waking up on 212,
sure,
that's easy money right there. So looking forward to feeling good in the weight cut process and weighing in and feeling even better.
This is your first fight in Arizona in how long?
Man, I fought 2 fights, like beginning of my career in Camp Verde.
I think we had a story that come out about you, CB, and Kane going down there.
Oh, yeah. Right? Yeah. Well, that was in Mexico, but we fought up there, probably 2006 maybe. And so this is the first time I've ever fought in Phoenix, but first time I fought down here in, well over 12, 13, 14 years. So I'm looking forward to it. Friends and family are here, packed arena, Arizona fans finally get to give back to them, and they come and support, their local boy.
Well, even not just Phoenix, but you hadn't fought in the Southwest really since your Tito Ortiz fight, right? When you fought in Las Vegas?
Not really. I mean, I fought all over the world: Australia, Tokyo, Germany, Sweden, Brazil, all over the United States. Usually California, Connecticut, and Bellator and all that. So I haven't fought down here in Vegas in a long time. So just be able to pack up your car and drive here, and then when you're done, it's going to be that much sweeter to get a victory in front of the hometown crowd and just be done with it. Usually I'm traveling 2 flights to get back,
Was that by design, not wanting to fight here? Because we spoke with Corey, and he said when he fought at MSG, which was still kind of technically a hometown crowd, it's like you get pulled in a lot of directions, as for tickets and stuff.
Yeah, so coming into this fight, even my cornermen and stuff like that, and they're like, hey, we'll handle everything. And I told my friends and family, like, hey, don't ask me for tickets. Here's a ticket form, friends and family ticket form. That's how you get tickets. I only get 4 anyway. Going to my family, and good luck and see you after the fight. And so it's actually been really nice. Everybody's been super cool. Haven't really dealt with anything,
Really?
And so and I was upfront about that, But to come to the hotel and have just a routine fight week, this fight week is just the same as any other fight week. I try to keep it routine. It works, so don't fix it. And so I'm treating it like I was in Brazil, Australia, Japan, whatever.
Who's a better hunter, you or Corey Anderson? I asked him this, and he said it's me. With a bow, it's me every time.
Well, he sits in a tree stand. He does Midwest whitetail hunting. You sit there until they walk up. We do Western hunting where we're out there, spot and stalk, actively pursuing an animal. They're both just different. He's a better whitetail hunter. I'm better elk, mule deer, everything else.
What is the equivalent of an MMA championship in hunting for you?
Equivalent of MMA championship in hunting. I love elk, and so, getting a big 380-inch bull, bow hunting would probably be that. They're awesome animals, and, we take out wounded vets every year, a couple times a year, and part of an organization called Outdoor Experience for All. And I love doing that and seeing the smile on their faces, and so that might even be it, because I'm not even shooting anything or getting – or I'm still a part of it, and I'm helping somebody else, that wouldn't have that opportunity. So I would probably say that, actually.
For preparing for Corey, I mean, obviously he's talking about like practice and this and that, but do you see, in terms of your careers, do you see parallels between, like, you both won the Ultimate Fighter, you both, 6-7 years in the UFC, you both came over, kind of a surprise move in the prime of your careers. Do you see parallels in your 2 careers? And at this point, when he's 2 wins in, what's going through his mind that you could probably be like, well, I know what he's feeling right now in Bellator?
Yeah, 100%. There's parallels there. Both wrestlers, Ultimate Fighter winners, all that kind of stuff. UFC, we both came over. I just kind of see it was we both kind of bet on ourselves, and for the betterment of both of us, and him coming over, it's exciting, it's new, it's he said it, he's making more money, as was I and am right now, and so that's exciting, right? And it brings it's refreshing, and after a while, you kind of get in the same kind of routine and this and that. So when you come over here, you're like, I'm making good money. I'm doing this. It's refreshing. I'm excited. And so that's what he's feeling right now, and I'm still feeling that. And I get to do cool stuff like go win the heavyweight Grand Prix as I was a light heavyweight champion. Now I'm getting to come down to light heavyweight to do the Grand Prix as I'm the heavyweight champion, and so that's exciting for me. And so I still feel that, and I'm sure he's feeling that too.
He also said when he made the decision, him and his wife decided, I'm not going to pursue this goal that I've had my entire life, UFC championship. It took him a while to get the UFC title out of his mind. Did you experience that too, or did you just jump right into like the Grand Prix?
Yeah, I mean, you look, that was my career in life. I had 20 fights in UFC. I won the Ultimate Fighter. That's all I've known. And yeah, I mean, it definitely is a hard decision to make, and it was a scary one to make too, because you never knew, and so I decided to bet on myself, fought my contract out, and I came over, and I fought my first fight in Bellator at Madison Square Garden for the title and won the title. I couldn't get even better than that. And then I was, it's constantly just a cool fight after a cool experience. Defended the light heavyweight belt, came up to heavyweight and won the heavyweight championship. And so. Yeah, I mean, when I was in the UFC, my goal was to be UFC champion, and, I got passed up a few times, had some key losses here and there, and came to a point where it was like, I want to be happy, I want to go out there and put on a show. I want to make money. I have other goals that I do want to fight for a championship for sure, and so it made sense for me.
And then just a couple more. We also spoke with Corey. He was on the MMA Hour on this past Wednesday, and he was asking to break you down. He said you have the more experience, the cardio, and the mindset is there. The fast twitch isn't there. The reflexes are there. The power's there, but you're just a step slower. So when I asked you to break Corey Anderson down, what do you see as some of the holes in his game?
Yeah, I mean, he has a lot of volume. He comes in and. His wrestling's good, but I don't know how good it is against another high-level wrestler. He reaches a lot. He's not explosive with those takedowns, so I would kind of reverse that on him. He's more of a grab you, run to the cage, try to drag you kind of down kind of guy. And on his feet he's pretty tight, but when he gets hit and with hard punches too, he goes out a lot. And so it's for me, I see so many openings and paths to victory in this fight. I could just say everywhere. I just feel like I'm a little bit better in everything that he's good at.
And then finally, I just got to get your thoughts on the main event, Nemkov and Anglikis. I have been mispronouncing it wrong the whole time. I know you fought Nemkov, but what do you make of this matchup with Anglikis says that he thinks he has more weapons than Anthony Johnson. You know what Anthony Johnson's going to do, but he does it so well. So when you break Nemkov and Anglikis down, how do you see that fight playing out?
Yeah, I don't know too much about Anglikis. I know he's tough. I watched one of his fights there when I was an analyst for Bellator. He's a tough guy, and he does have a lot of weapons, and Nemkov is very good. His footwork is very good. He's very active, and he kicks well and straight punches, and his grappling is very, very good in at least the first couple of rounds. He might start to get tired if he grapples a lot, but and then take into account that Anglikis took this on kind of short notice.
He said it wasn't as short as people think. He kind of had an idea.
Yeah, if he was training and all that. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, but these fights are ripe for upsets too.
Sure.
These fights are the ones where people are like, oh, it's going to be a blowout, and that guy comes in and shocks the world. And so I do want Nemkov to win just for my own personal reasons. I get this win, I go out there, I get to face Nemkov again, and I get to get the belt back, but not just have an immediate rematch or something. I went through a Grand Prix tournament, met him in the finals again, and won that belt back while being a Grand Prix champion. That is the ultimate goal right there, and put that on my mantle, just as I did the heavyweight Grand Prix.
Well, I can't think of a better way to end it than that, but appreciate you. Good luck on Saturday.
Appreciate it, bud.
Thanks, man. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you bring the whole family down?